All right, welcome back. We are here with Ethan for the second time. How you doing, Ethan?
Hey, I'm doing good. Doing good.
We'll see if that changes after 2.5 hours of LCS.
Well, okay. Yeah. Let's let's uh let's just say I'm not the best at this game. Let's just keep it at that.
You don't need to be the best. You just need to be the most entertaining.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. Like having a crash at the very final mission of the run, something like that.
Yeah, let's avoid that this time, if possible.
If possible, yeah.
If possible. All right, I'm ready on time whenever you are. So just
Right.
count us in whenever you're ready.
Right. Cool. All right. So, I don't have a save, so you can start the timer as soon as the. Okay. On X.
Okay,
All right.
sure.
3, 2, 1. All right, let's go.
GL.
I don't know why the save is corrupted. Don't ask me about any questions. But hey, LCS. Okay. Let me tell you a story. Okay? It's gonna be a story of Tony Cipriani. He's come back to Liberty City after 1 year or something of being in prison, something like that. I don't pay attention to this game story, but there's only one thing on his mind right now, and that is to get married. Yes, that is our objective. But look at the cash amount on the right side of the screen. No woman likes a broke guy. So we gotta climb our way up the corporate ladder first. Now I tried doing a strat there, which failed, which is me jumping out of the car, which skips like half a second of loading screen, but because I jumped in too early, I'm losing like 10 seconds. Incredible. Nice start to the run. Anyways, this guy's name is Vincenzo. We're doing missions for him. He tells us to go and put on this nice suit, gives us a house, yada yada yada. You know how the game works, how the game starts usually. But let me tell you another story. Okay, why am I running LCS? Because I got tired of people calling me a VCS one trick. And I was a VCS one trick. So I decided to run LCS, but let's see how that goes. Hi everybody. Alright. We can do the same jump out of car strat here, and this time I actually got it, so nice. Alright. Funny thing about the jumping out of car strat into the emulator. Hi Momo. Okay, I'm already getting bashed by Momo. Incredible. 2 minutes into the run. Funny thing about jumping out of your vehicle into markers, that's actually a difference between VCS and LCS. You will never see anybody do that on VCS, because jumping out of marker in VCS, if you jump into a marker, or if Vic is lying on the ground in a like a ragdoll state, when he hits a marker, it actually glitches out the manual aim. So you would have a manual aim bug in VCS, but that same bug is not present in LCS. So LCS, you can jump in and out of markers no problem. No bugs. Everything stays as intended, but VCS enjoyers, we have to eat that. Which is also why I like to say that LCS is definitely more of a speed game. Like, if I'm going to evaluate VCS and LCS, I've said this before, right? Like, I grew up with VCS, I didn't really play LCS growing up, but from an objective speed game point of view, right? LCS is definitely the better speed game. And I know people are gonna come after me with pitchforks, right, for saying that, but I'm sorry, but that's the truth, alright? LCS is 100% the better speed game out of the two stories games. It also doesn't have that weird mechanic that you see in VCS, where every time a mission starts with a cinematic cutscene, it obliterates every vehicle that was stored in memory, including the player's personal vehicles. So that means that in LCS, you can actually carry through like a Sanchez or like a PCJ in multiple missions using that same PCJ for multiple missions. Whereas you literally cannot do that in VCS. Like VCS, either you like some missions they will provide you a mission, like a vehicle, or you have to get a random traffic spawn, or you have to get a random fixed spawn from somewhere near the mission start. There's like no in between. There's no strategy at all for VCS. But then LCS, it actually opens up a lot. VCS hates the player. Yeah, exactly. VCS just hates the player, but LCS is so much better. Alright, we're doing more missions for Vinny, and like I said, Tony's in this town to get women, but he sees these Sindako guys talking to the women around town. So he says, if I can't talk to anybody, these guys can't either. So we're taking out the competition so that Tony here can have all the women in Liberty City for himself. That is the lore of the mission, by the way. Anyways. Snuff. Why did I lose so much time in that mission? Okay, my splits are so off, but okay, whatever. What mission is this again? Oh yeah, this is the ammunition tutorial. I know this game. I've played this game before. Don't worry, guys. I got it. So we're gonna do the ammunition tutorial, which is just like buy a gun from thing. It's nothing special. No, but one thing I'm gonna do is make sure you do this if you ever play LCS. Make sure when you're closing out the ammunition menu, you press triangle instead of circle. Because if you've ever played a console GTA game, you know, circle is the shoot button, but circle is also the button to exit store menus. So when you're in the ammunition store, if you accidentally misclick circle twice, well, you're gonna fire a weapon inside a gun store, and the gun store owner is not gonna like that. So the game never tells you, but you can also press triangle to close the store menu, which is like something in like the PS2 version of the game, but it also works in the PSP version, which is what I'm playing right now. But the game never tells you. But that's a pro tip, okay? Don't misfire inside of ammunition, ever, if possible. In VCS, you'll be able to skip that clerk. Okay. Alright, this is JD O'Toole. He's a guy only in LCS, not in GTA 3, and we'll find out why soon enough. We gotta go check in with JD's wives, and they gotta give him the spare change that he gave for you know, groceries and stuff. So this guy is going to run away. Woman, move, please. Okay. Well, he was supposed to run the other way, but I think I was like too far away or something. This is actually bad because now I'm not gonna make it to the other girl in time, but that's fine.
She's one of my girls.
You probably just have to get like an extra girl. Oh, this is going incredible.
Did you think I wasn't gonna bring this to you or something?
Oh wow, this girl just deactivated. I took that long. Incredible. Okay, I guess we'll just go around the block and find even more girls. So the strat there was you have to wait a certain amount of time for the woman in the car who is, you know, offering her services or something. But I took too long because the guy that I was supposed to run over ran the other direction instead of like running towards me. Alright, where? I need one more girl. Where do I even find her? Where do I find one more girl? Oh, there she is. That works. You'll also notice that I do the GTA 3 strat where if you pause the game, then the game thinks that for like 1 frame that the vehicle speed is 0, which means that any like
Nice work.
any pedestrian just instantly runs up to the car, and you'll see that in multiple places in Portland because you have a lot of get X person to follow mission. Now this mission can fail instantly, and it's quite funny when it happens. It didn't happen in this case, but I think it's because of slot 0 memes. And you'll be seeing slot 0 memes quite a like it's a recurring topic at least in LCS.
Gotta get a place ready for the shutout.
Tony, lose the cops. I ain't taking these idiots home with me.
Okay, well, Momo knows more than me. That's for sure. Oh, I did the thing. I wasn't paying attention. I ran. Okay, well. Okay, I need to lock in. I can't lie. I'm reading chat too much. So I was supposed to pay and spray there, but I think I accidentally ran over a pedestrian on the way, and I didn't notice, and I got my 1-star back. And like Sal's shouting at me for that.
I didn't speak much. Instead, I growl a lot. And can't
Bro is running at 100.1 speed. It's not like I control what speed the game is running at. Come on now.
Let's take a little break, change to something less comfortable. I'm going to put on some nipple clamps. Ooh, really? You're so bad? Yeah, it's true. Mess with me and I kill you. I don't give a shit. I've been in porno.
I'm making a double today. It's own pop on flashback.
Just tank your RAM. You can ask Ben. My computer was lagging right before this because of like Windows Explorer. I mean File Explorer. So I think my PC's already tanked as much as it can. And anyways. Alright, the offer is a mission where you have to see this one woman, Jane Hopper, at the docks. So we're just gonna quickly make our way down there. I accidentally lost control, but it's fine. You're gonna see me do one strat. Instead, what I'm gonna do, instead of going to the marker, I'm gonna go to where the meeting actually happens. I'm gonna park my bike here because like any GTA game, whenever you have a meeting for whatever reason, the meeting always goes to shit, right? Because that's just how life works in GTA. But holy, my boy Tony got that recessed jawline. Oh, what is that character model? Oh, my boy gotta start mewing. Anyways, sorry, what was I saying? Yeah, the deal goes bad, you know, surprise, surprise. So we have to make our quick getaway. So we can just park the bike right where we had the meeting and instead drive the truck to the marker. And doing that is just a easy clap, mission pass. We don't have to worry about anything. And yeah, we go back to Sal. So basically, the lore behind all of that was that they wanted a lore reason to why the bridges don't work. In this game, the lore behind that is that there is a strike going on. And you had the meeting there that we had with that woman. The woman was like the union rep. But she didn't want to listen to us. So, amazing. So there's still a strike going on, and we can't go to like Stonin or the other islands in GTA, in Liberty City. But we have a plan. So the Sal's plan is to get some women as a distraction, end quote, and deliver them to the workers who are on strike. So we have a bunch of pickups on the map. Now, unfortunately, this is one of those missions that are just random. So I'm completely to the mercy of whatever random spawns I get. So the spawns aren't too bad,
Feel all great sports.
at least for now.
Hot and sweaty and ready for
So,
So we get 3 here, and then I go and I have to deliver them to the deliver them back to the docks where I was in the previous mission. But there's an interesting strat that I can do here. I can actually kill the girls that I deliver after they count towards the counter on the right side of the screen. So they're going to count towards the counter, and I'm going to kill all 3 of them. And what that does is every time I kill a girl, it respawns another one on the map. So even though this is random, there is a little bit of strat to this, because now that I kill them, I got 3 additional spawns. I don't think... Okay, so 1 spawn worked in my favor at the very least, so I'm going to use that. I'm incredible at driving, holy. Alright, so get this one. And then we gotta get... Okay, we can get this one and then go back for...
hi, sugar.
And go get this girl. So it's not the best spawns, but it'll do for the time being. Wasn't the worst spawns that I've ever had. Did I kill that girl?
Hey, good looking.
No.
You wanna have some
Did I
fun?
kill her? No, she's alive. She's alive. She's alive. She's just a little bit knocked up. Anyways. Driving in LCS is not too different to VCS. ML, I'm just bad because I don't know the map very well. And the fact that in LCS it rains a lot more often than it does in VCS. And rain physics are the real pain. It's not the driving itself, it's the rain physics. Copium. Anyways. That was a gold split. And that was, you know how bad that went. And that was a gold. So, anyways, moving on. My car is pretty roughed up. I'm hoping that things go well. Rage, things go well. I have to not knock it up even more. So I'm gonna try not to crash, which is easier said than done. I'm gonna slow down over these curbs because they love to send me flying into the air. I'm just gonna take my time. Alright, so there are a bunch of the boys are in a bit of a pickle because the police blockaded them in. So we gotta go save them. And now we gotta get them out of here. There's not much that can happen here. I just have to go back to the paint spray and paint spray the vehicle. There is a potential for me getting spike stripped, but I didn't. I got lucky there. I don't think any golf spawned with spike strips. Maybe you could do a playthrough to run the map. Funny you say that because let me quickly admit something, right? I learned the speedrun for this game, but I've never played this game like properly casually. I just learned the speedrun. Are you serious? Okay, wow. Alright, we have to go back. Hi, spike strip. I was just about to lose the cops, and then this guy came out of nowhere and slammed into me. Is it my fault? Kind of. This happened twice in Portland. I did it on both missions where this can feasibly happen. How do I even do that? Anyways. Let's not go down that road. Let's instead go down this road. Pedestrian, I don't want to hit you. Alright, and we lost the cops. That's what I kind of wanted, but I would have liked that to be how it was from the start and not whatever this was, but it's okay. We take what we get. Ooh, nice backflip. Anyways, now there's a Vinny mission right here, but I'm not gonna do it, and you're probably gonna be wondering why, since it was right next to me. And it's not because it's an optional mission, it's actually a mandatory mission in quotation marks. but there's a little trick that we can do, and I'll explain that trick when we get to it. But we're gonna do a certain mission order, because doing that mission order allows us to basically skip 2 of other JD's missions. So the J on the map, JD, we can actually end up skipping 2 of his missions. But in order to do that, we have to delay doing that Vincenzo mission until much later in Portland. So for now, we're just gonna go and make our way back to Sal. So Tony is going to frighten a bunch of guys. There's not much to this mission. It's just literally the same storyline for like the first half of the game. It's just like something with the union workers, right? The union workers are causing trouble. Tony has to go fix it. Tony fixes it, but it still doesn't fix the overall problem. So it's a endless cycle, rinse and repeat. And that's basically every Sal mission in Portland, like in a nutshell. Anyways, we gotta shoot up these guys' cars, and then we gotta like put a little, like 1 or 2 bullets into their chest, but not kill them. We can kill one of them, so the next one I can actually kill. But we just have to, you know, like harm them a little bit. 1 or 2 bullets never hurt nobody. Now this guy is usually in this spot, which is kind of what I expected. I didn't hurt him enough. Okay, there we go. This guy can be a little bit random, but he took a left, which is actually pretty ideal, because it is kind of close to the next JD mission. So we just have to scare this guy. We don't actually have to hurt that guy, and we can make our way on to the next JD mission. You'll notice a common trend between LCS missions. I'm gonna say this. Some of the missions are like nothing burgers. Like, genuinely, some of the missions don't do anything, and they're like really like fast to do some of them. This mission is the exception. This mission actually has like a bunch of story stuff, and it's pretty like interesting to play even. But like some missions in this game, I'm gonna say their design choices are questionable. Let's just keep it at that. Let's not offend any LCS enjoyers. Let's just say that some of them are questionable. But you can say that for VCS as well, but LCS seems to do that thing with a higher frequency. Immo. Alright, this mission, you have to protect the casino from the Sindacos. And it's a pretty, like, well, like, it's not a badly, like, planned mission. There's a bunch of enemy waves, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I could blow up these guys' cars with the Uzi, but I want to, like, preserve SMG ammo. Ideally, if I was doing like a full run, I would have bought a lot more like Uzi ammo, but I want to like conserve my money just in case stuff goes wrong, which I know for a fact that it will. Where's this guy? Yeah, I just want to conserve a little bit of money, so I'm not gonna buy as much Uzi ammo. So instead, I'm just gonna damage these guys' car, and then once they get out, I'm gonna like start blasting them. Alright, so this last guy is a truck, and the truck has a big bomb in it. The placement of the truck is random, but they're all like fairly in the same location. So yeah, we just have to blow it up or damage it enough until it catches fire, and then it blows up, and we can drive to JD until the meantime and crash into the pole as well, because that was intended. Anyhow. Alright, so JD, the master, master, yeah, he sends us on another mission. Oh, one more thing I want to say about LCS. A Michael Bay fan definitely, like, directed the storyline, because there is way too many explosions in one GTA game. like there is so many missions that have bombs or explosions, and it's just on an insane scale as well. It's not like a tiny like car bomb. No. It's this tiny car bomb that blows up an entire building. And this is like the this is like the 10th mission of the game, and we're already blowing up buildings. And by the end of this run, we kind of take out like a good chunk of the city. Let's just keep it at that. I won't spoil too much, but by the time we get to the end of this run, like there's just this whole portion of the city that's just going to be destroyed. So yeah, so this entire building, the doll's house, just gets blown up in the 10th mission, which is cool and all, but like, okay. Anyways, we grabbed Molotovs from the top of that building. Unfortunately, when you get Molotovs for the first time, it gives you a little tooltip in the top left that actually blocks calls from coming in. So we're just gonna run here, and in the meantime, we have to take 2 calls, both of which are important story-wise. And then we can hop on to this nice little PCJ, conveniently spawned, and then we can go back to the mission. But anyways, we got a call from our mom, right? And any good son knows that when your mom calls, you need to drive to her house straight away and go talk to her. So that's exactly what we're doing. Snappy dresser. Basically, our mom says that you came back to Liberty City to get married, sole purpose to get married, but you can't find a girl. But Casa can find a girl. So now Tony's ego is a little hurt because his mom just called him chopped, right? And he said, Casa got more riz than you, right? To put it in 21st century slang, Tony's mom said, you got no bitches, fam. You got no riz. You got no huzz around you. And Tony's ego is kind of hurt. So now we're going to tail Casa. And we're gonna learn from him his tactics, right? So we're supposed to chase, not chase, but we're supposed to follow Casa around, but we already know the ending location, which is like around here. So we can just sit here for a while. There's nothing to do. We can just listen to the radio, I guess.
Has denied any knowledge of the event. More on LCN later.
As these 5 crazy buddies with great haircuts and $1 million apartment try to make sense of the struggles of the big city, and Lorraine's got a big surprise.
And oh, we see that Casa has found some action, so we're gonna take a photo to learn from the master himself. So again, there's a cool strat that you can do here actually. So ideally what's supposed to happen in this mission is that you're supposed to tail them, and then they get out of their van, and then you're supposed to take a photo of them. But because I already know where they're gonna end up, I can drive to basically right in front of where they're parked, or where the van would be parked, and I can stand right in front of them, and the game gives me a little bit of a grace period. So if I get too close under normal circumstances, the game would fail. But because I'm like, the game has a little grace period where at the start it gives me a little bit of leeway, so I can still be too close. So you can see the game telling me don't get too close or Casa will suspect something. But there's a little bit of a grace period here, and within that I can actually take the photo of him. And even though I am too close, because the game doesn't like actively check, I can get the photo right there and there, and I can get out. And if you miss the photo, he was wearing a diaper and chasing them around. Like Momo said, a literal sugar mommy is what he wanted. But yeah, Emphasis on the mommy part. Anyways, going back, we got photos of Casa, right? And we're gonna go back to Ma and say, Ma, we can't take that slander no more, right? You gotta give me some credit, right? But like all moms, she doesn't listen, so we gotta keep she doesn't even open the door for us. Like, she's that disappointed in us. So we're gonna take out our anger on a bunch of triads by going to Chinatown and blowing up, or not blowing up. So here's what's happening. There's like one like big truck. Now you're supposed to like do some stuff with the truck. I don't even know, right? But we have Molotovs, and I'm just gonna toss one there. They're gonna drive into the fire and also get set on fire and just like kaboom, right? In the meantime, I'm gonna take out the second wave of enemies. Oh, this guy actually survived. Well, he's not alive anymore. And yeah, and now we're gonna go see Maria. So we had enough of Ma, we had enough of her slander, so we're gonna go talk to women. Unfortunately, the only women available is Maria, so we're gonna go hang around with her. If we can't bag her, at least she'll be our homegirl, and she'll know the connections. I'd get with the times, get with the times. But she wants to go she wants to go rob a bunch of stores, so we're gonna help her do that first. Maria's missions, ironically, well, not ironically, but like interestingly enough, only the first 3 Maria missions are actually like mandatory to get to the end of the game. The remaining missions are completely optional, so we only have to do the first 3 Maria missions. The first 2 aren't that bad. In fact, they're like one of the quickest. So this mission and the next mission are actually like one of the fastest missions to complete in this game. But I would say that the 3rd mission is like a race, and it takes it's like a 2-lap race, and nobody really likes races around these parts.
Tony, honey, I had a great time today.
So yeah, that's the only disadvantage of having Maria. But at least you don't have to do the last 2 Maria missions. They're optional for whatever reason. I don't even know why they're optional, but hey, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining.
There they are, just pulling behind them.
Is this game a top 4 GTA for you? I guess it depends on your definition of top. Okay, overall, I don't know. I don't know.
You know what? I'm all partied out. Take me.
I'm also not going to say my list because I'm going to get absolutely slandered. And you know the Simpsons movie where like everybody comes to the Simpsons house with like pitchforks, like everybody in the city. Like that's gonna be me. Like everybody's gonna come to my house with their pitchforks, and I'm gonna get condemned if I ever like even utter what I think is like top 4 like GTA games. So I'm not gonna say it, but LCS, maybe not top 4, maybe top 5 or 6. Yeah, so this mission is just a nothing burger again. It's just a race. I don't even know why we're doing the race. The game gives you a reason, and I may be remembering it wrong because it's been like a couple of years since I watched the cutscenes like fully. But basically it's like Maria basically sold herself to this one guy, or like she agreed to sell herself to whoever wins the race. And then Mr. Nice Guy Tony is trying to like clap some, so he's like oh, I gotta win this race now. So like, nice, I guess. So I have to sit here and I have to do 2 laps of this race for no reason. I don't know, Tony and Maria's relationship in like the cutscenes of this game are kind of weird, and then it just kind of ends at the very last optional Maria mission. It just kind of ends. Okay, so I was supposed to jump off my bike there, but I forgot. So we had to watch a little bit of that, but it's okay. Oh, I'm going to the wrong mission. Alright, I'm gonna go back to... So that's all of the mandatory Maria missions. We don't have to do any other Maria mission. We can just like keep going and do Maz missions instead. Unfortunately, this is also a race. For some reason, they just... LCS loves its races, at least in Portland. There's only 2, so I don't know why I'm complaining. But yeah. This isn't as bad, but again, like the previous race, the storyline for this, the lore, makes 0 sense. And I'm not even gonna explain it. I'm gonna just let you like see what happens. All right. So we enter this race. One, by the way, I did this in the previous race too. But if you like shoot the drivers, you can like start the race a little bit early, and you don't have to wait for like the countdown. Yeah, it's cheating, but come on now. All right, it's a speed run. But like these guys are so bad at driving anyways, like it's never a issue winning the race. But here's another difference between VCS and LCS. Even though you would expect both stories games to have similar mechanics, the races are very different, because VCS is just stupid. VCS is just dumb. In VCS, in a race, if you outdistance, so right now you can see I dusted the entire competition, right? I am like Verstappen in 2023 Red Bull, right? It's just like 40 seconds ahead of the grid. Don't worry about it. Like, but if the same thing happened in VCS, where I am just completely like so far away and so distant from the rest of the like racers, VCS would spawn the racers right behind me, which means that no matter what I do, even if I drive perfectly, the racers are going to be up on my like thing, like they're going to be right behind me no matter what I do, even if I drive perfectly. Which means that in VCS, if you crash near the end of the race, it's over, because they're already spawned right beside you. Thankfully that doesn't happen in LCS. Now I'm going to go back to what I said, that this doesn't make any sense. We won this race, right? Now you look at the text at the bottom. You beat Sucho. Now take him out. We could have avoided the entire race and just took him out at the beginning. Why did we even race him in the first place? I guess Tony's trying to make a point that like he can beat him at his own game, but he still ends up like taking him out anyways, because like that's what he wanted to do in the first place, just take him out. Because Ma compared him to him or something like that, man. I don't know. This guy got some issues. But yeah, this game is definitely more darker and than other, definitely more darker, especially considered like comparing it to VCS. Especially with this mission. So remember the Casa guy that we took a picture of in the previous mission? You know, he was like the big Rizzler and whatnot. So we're we're gonna deal with him too. Like I said, Tony wants to find a wife, but he can't do it because Casa is getting all the girls. So we're gonna take out the competition. So we're gonna go to Casa and we're gonna tell him to follow us. And we're gonna take him to a sawmill. Now I'm gonna leave it up to imagination what happens next.
Where are we going?
But yeah, this game is really dark. That's all I'm gonna say. This game is really dark.
I'll get you the money I owe, honest. I just need some time.
Anyways, we take this guy out to a sawmill. The game takes away all of our weapons except the hatchet. And we're just gonna hack and slash away at Casa. And Sicilian style sausage meat a la Casa is ready. I'm gonna let you figure out what that means, but there's a bunch of protein in the back of the truck, and we're gonna make a delivery while we're at it. Don't worry about the cops. The cops are a non-issue. Don't worry about it. All right. And yeah, it's like raining and like foggy as well. You're gonna get used to this. Don't worry. This is Liberty City. It's not like rainbows and sunshine like Vice City. Anyways, we make the delivery to Casa's Deli, but I don't know where Casa went. He must be like sleeping on the job or something. I'm sure. Sure, he's fine. So we gotta take a phone call here. Ideally, I would like a bike, but it looks like that's not in my favor today, so I'm just gonna take this perennial. Free meat, free delivery. Yeah. Damn, this car is so slow. Oh, I expected it to be a little bit faster. Like a little bit faster at least. How is that a gold? Okay, whatever. Whatever. That's a gold apparently, allegedly. So again with Sal's mission, it's the same storyline. The workers, the union rep. We're gonna have a meeting with her, and when I say meeting, we're gonna take her for a ride. And when I mean a ride, I'm not saying a date because Tony got no riz, like I said before. So we're gonna like scare her. So we're gonna have a change of schedule where Tony subs in for the chauffeur because he couldn't make it to work today. And we're gonna drive the same Jane lady from before to her house. Kind of her house. Okay, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Please move. Okay, if I stay stationary for too long, the mission fails me, so please don't fail. Alright. Keep moving. Alright. Okay, we're good. We recovered. That was in the plan. That was my plan all along, because that was like a scare tactic. Like, you see the scare meter on the screen? Like, that was just to scare her, you know? They're like tumbling down the hill. Another thing that also increases the scare meter is that, and just another tumble to scare her, you know? Don't worry about it. All intentional. Phew! Anyways. But, yeah, we can... Another thing that increases the scare meter is a stun jump. And luckily, there's a stun jump right before the end of the mission. Yeah, perfectly executed. That's completely what I meant to do, right? We didn't fail the mission. Hey. If you ignore all the imperfections, that was perfect, right? Oh, nice. One thing that makes bikes substantially harder in boat stories games is that because they're PSP games, you don't have control over the camera once you get on a bike. Which means that you can't maneuver the camera around to look ahead of you or look to the side, left or right, if you're making a turn. And especially in like Portland, where there's a lot of like uphill, downhill sections, that makes it a lot harder to move around. Okay, Contraband. This is probably like one of the few missions that has like a really interesting strat. At least I think so. I'm gonna try doing it. I'm probably gonna fail it because I'm bad at the game. But yeah, now the game tells you to get these 3 guys and recruit them, but we don't actually have to. Instead, I can just like they can like face accidents is what I mean. And because they're injured on the job, like it's okay, you don't have to take them with you. So I'm gonna go pick this guy up from here. Oh no, he had an accident, he tore his ACL. Okay, no worries, we can just go get the last guy. I guess you don't have to come to the job today. Same thing with the pausing strat, makes them get in faster. Now I'm gonna do a thing. So ideally you're supposed to get these guys because there's gonna be like a big shootout here with the Sindako goons. But instead I'm going to take only 1 guy. I don't actually have to take this guy. I could have gone with nobody. But I want this guy to be a meat shield for me. And you're going to see why I want him to be a meat shield. Because I'm going to toss a Molotov point blank and kill everybody. Now that everyone's dead, I can just get into the vehicle and drive off. Alright, so our car is a little damaged, but as long as we don't get blocked in by the police, which can happen here. Okay, wait, okay, we're good. So as long as we don't get like blocked in by the police, or as long as they don't pop our tires, we should be good. So I'm happy that strat went pretty well, and I crash into a wall as I say that because I underestimated rain physics. Alright, rain physics, less turning, more slippery, got it. Turn more with the handbrake. Now we have 2 stars, but we can still deliver the vehicle even though there's no marker on the map. And the game is like completely fine, and we just, you know, the cops just forget about us after a mission passed, because that's how it works in real life too. There's another strat coming up here in No Son of Mine, which is also like probably one of my favorite strats ever in a speedrun game. You can skip like waves, and this saves a lot of time if I get it, so I'm gonna like try a lock in for a second. But I want to perfectly toss a Molotov like that. Okay, that'll look pretty good. I'm gonna walk away and then I'm gonna turn back, and if everything went well, there we go, mission passed. Amazing. So what happened there is that I can throw a Molotov, and when I throw the Molotov, where the game sort of should just taken the bike. Anyways, I have to wait for a phone call here. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna wait for the phone call. But to explain that strat, I don't know how it works really well, but basically that wave in specific, if you are far away from them when you kill them, it skips all the other waves. So I threw a Molotov exactly in the location where like those guys park their bikes, and then I got out of the car. And what mission is this again? Oh, this is this mission, right. Okay, I gotta park it here. So basically I threw a Molotov. Oh wow, okay, you guys did a lot of damage. Okay, chill out. I'm worried they're still gonna be there when I come out of this mission. Of course they are. Nice. Okay. I just got spawn camped in like LCS. Nice. We got some COD Black Ops 6 players here. They're just spawn camping. Okay, that was not ideal because now I don't have any weapons. Unlike VCS, I can't actually like bribe back my weapons. So I kind of just have to buy them back, which is bad. But at least I didn't lose a sniper, which is good. And okay, this is not too bad because I can just buy back a bunch of Uzi ammo. That should be fine because I'll get more Uzi ammo in the next mission, and then I can just pick up Molotovs. I can just re-pick up Molotovs here. So a little bit of a hiccup, but for the most part not. Can you guys not shoot me? You just killed me. Like, yo, gang, calm down. Calm down. I come in peace. literally did nothing to you. They're still on me. Oh. Okay. Will honking keep the police away? No, that's just a SA mechanic. Doesn't exist in this game. You know what? Alright. You deserved it. You all deserved it. So Salvatore got kidnapped, which is why I'm kind of wanted to move fast, because I didn't want to get, you know, like too far away from these guys, because then I would lose them. But you know, the Sindacos had another plan. But it's fine, we recovered. A little bit of a oopsie there, but we're fine. I did not expect them. Oh, okay. I almost got busted too. Okay, don't worry, we're fine. Don't worry about it. There's a funny glitch that happened to me in practice here, where I tried getting into this car, but the Sindaco guy still had control over the car, even though I was the one in the driver's seat. It didn't seem to happen this time, but I found that quite funny, that you can just like it was still the AI like driving the car, even though my character model was in the car. It's not like a soft lock or anything. I thought it was a soft lock. I kind of panicked for a second, but it wasn't a soft lock. Instead, I could just get out of the car and get back in, and it gave me control. It gave me back the control. So yeah, unfortunately it didn't happen this time. I thought it was kind of cool. But yeah, that was Salvatore's salvation. At least I didn't die after the last, like, after this upcoming mission, because that would have been bad, because that would have meant that I lost the sniper. And there's like there's another cool strat that you can do at the end of Portland with the sniper. And I kind of wanted to show that off, so I'm glad. If I had to die, I would have picked to die there. Like, that's fine. That's completely fine. I lost like a minute, but it's okay. There's also a cool, okay, so there's another cool strat you can do here. Sorry, a lot of cool strats in this game. This is why I really like this as a speed game. And I'm telling you, this is better than VCS. The VCS has no strats like this. It doesn't even come close. But another strat for this mission, basically you have to like protect Salvatore from the Sindacos. But what you can do is you can actually toss a Molotov, which is why I went back and got another set of Molotovs. If you toss a Molotov and attack the last set of enemies, Salvatore, basically his AI breaks and he just makes a run for it straight to the end of the mission. So we just skipped everything, and now it's just the end of the mission. He's just running back. We can get an MP5 here, pick up some ammo, and that's it. That's the mission done. I actually like the strats and the speedrun. This is why I like it a lot. Alright, now again, before I told you that we weren't doing a Vincenzo mission because we're saving it for later. This is the time that I was saving it for. So let me explain what's happening here. There is a JD mission on the map, and that JD mission is under normal circumstances mandatory, because it is pretty like important to the lore of the game. So basically JD was like a snitch and everything, and he worked with the Sindacos as well as the Leones. But we're never going to see him actually like betray the gang or whatever, and we're never going to see the cutscene where like we have to like take him out, because if you do this particular mission order where you save this Vincenzo mission for later, you actually are able to unlock the next like series of missions before they were technically intended. And once you do the last mission in Portland, JD's missions just sort of disappear. Like it just disappears from the map. Like he gets a good ending basically. So normal ending, JD would be executed, but the good ending is that we ignore him and he feels bad and he repents and he leaves the city never to see us again. All right, so that's the good ending, and we're gonna give him the good ending by doing this. And that means we actually ignore the last two JD missions, which are pretty nice. Okay, I wanted to not trigger the stun jump, but It's fine. It's doesn't really lose me that much time. I was supposed to like slow down there so I don't trigger the stun jump, but I still pick up the bribe star, but it's whatever. Anyways, Vincenzo as well, it seems like everyone in this town is a snitch, because Vincenzo decides to betray us too. He like tells us to go collect this car, but then there's like a police ambush. So now we're not friends with Vincenzo anymore, and we're just gonna go crush his car. So this is actually pretty satisfying. Like, there's a whole car crusher here that works, and you can actually see the crusher like take up the car. Unfortunately, we're not gonna wait and see the entire thing, but you can see like, there you go, there it goes, buy car, and we never see it again. Oh, I am so far behind like where I should be. I just looked at the timer. Holy. Okay. It's time to lock in. It is time to lock in. Because I do not want this to be an overestimate, please. I'm sure Staunton and Shoreside are gonna go literally perfectly, and I'm not gonna have any issue. And that was a gold, see? See, I told you, it's time to lock in. Forget what happened. Okay, anyways, Vincenzo, we destroyed his car, he's kind of mad, but then he gives us a call, and he says that, you know, he wants to, like, make amends and stuff. So he invites us to the cargo ship, the freight ship, for some reason. Anyways, let's go see what he has in store. I'm sure he's throwing a party, and in that party, maybe, just maybe, we can find, you know, the wife that Tony came to Liberty City to look for, right? I'm sure. Unfortunately, it's a bunch of guys, and not only is it a bunch of guys, it's a bunch of guys with chainsaws that are chasing me. Unfortunately for them, I have a MP5, and if you look at the range damage, I don't think these guys are winning anytime soon. It's just kind of math, you know, like a chainsaw has very little range and a MP5 has a lot of range. So I don't know what Vincenzo was trying to do there, right? But he kind of sold, and the ambush, we're just him. What can I say? Anyways, that was the Portland Chainsaw Masquerade. Okay, we're done with Vincenzo. And yeah, again, normally here you would do the JD missions, but instead we can just unlock the phone call that gives us the Sal mission, which ideally we shouldn't be able to unlock by now, but the game gives it to us anyways. So we're gonna go straight to Sal. I'm gonna take the phone call once we get off this bike, because you can't take phone calls while you're in vehicles in this game. And that's that. Can we get sub 1 Portland? No, not with all those mission fails and me throwing. Hi FT. That was a gold too, but no sub 1. I'm still kind of trash at this game. Anyways, we got some more missions that don't involve like the union rep. Like finally, I guess it was about time that we have some like actual like mafia / gang related missions. Now we're under attack by the Diablos, so we're just gonna go fight them off really quick. And they're kind of losing right now, but you know, my boy Tony's gonna show up and start blasting. Like, it's over now. We just won. And yeah, this is why like losing my weapons earlier wasn't actually like that bad, because I can just farm a little bit of ammo here. Yeah, we pretty much got like most of the ammo that we lost. It would have been nice to have a little bit more, but it's okay. It's okay. Now if I sit in this like weapon marker, I can actually like keep shooting, like not infinitely, but like I don't have to reload if I sit in a weapon marker and I shoot. So I'm gonna like abuse that. But they actually have to be like within range of me, so sometimes it's just faster to run towards them. That's it. Last two, yeah. We have two more after this. And then we're done with Portland, which is like the first like main section of the game. No sub-1ers, Sag. Maybe if I didn't throw at the beginning. But yeah, that death was unfortunate on... What mission was that death on? Salvatore Salvation? Yeah, that was like one of the most like uncanny missions to die on too. Like I don't think I ever predicted dying on that mission. It's okay, dude, I believe in you. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, so this mission, bunch of stuff happens, bunch of things blows up. Like I said, this game loves its Michael Bay explosions. Okay, it went full ham. Like, the middle name of LCS is explosion for a reason, right? The L in LCS stands for explosion. But we gotta get some money. And we gotta go back to Sal. Now, my bike is low HP, and that's intentional. That's like to simulate the explosion or whatever. But it should be fine. The guys that are like chasing us or whatever, they're kind of really bad at their job. So they kind of just despawn because we're like so far away already. Another set of them spawn behind us, but again, we're just so fast. It's crazy. We're zooming, we're so back. I told you I'm gonna lock back in. Alright, don't worry about it. Don't look at the timer. I'm gonna lock back in. Okay. Last mission of Portland. Okay, goal did that split too somehow. Now, cool strat that we can do in this mission. What the mission wants you to do is it wants you to drive all the way down to the ferry terminal. And then it's like a blockade, and then Sal's like, okay, you know what, new plan, etc, etc. But we can do a cool strat. We can go one step further. So instead of doing all that, there's a police car near the ferry terminal, and if we snipe it, it progresses to the next phase of the mission. I'm gonna snipe it through the wall, so around there, and that should be good. And there we go. So that's a snipe through the wall banged it, hit the police car, and that starts the next phase of the mission. So instead of driving all the way down, we just hit that wall bang, and we're so back. We can now go to Staunton. which is everybody's favorite.
So, all is clear, yeah? Rennie Watzenmeyer, keeping it electronic for a little while longer.
We're gonna need everything this piece of shit's got. Punch it, Tony! Oh, Tony! You did it! I knew I could trust you. Boy, I could kiss you if you shaved. Now listen, I know a safe place where we can both lie low for a while. Come on, let's go.
As these 5 crazy buddies with great
Okay.
haircuts and a
And yeah, we are in Staunton, everybody's favorite island. Alright. Nothing much for this mission. 3 stars, where we just go to the safe house and, you know, cops forget about us and the fact that we ever existed in the first place. And that's that. I'm wondering how in my practice save, every time I entered Staunton, I never had any armor. I wonder how that was even possible given the fact that I pick up armor in the, in the Sindako Sabotage mission. Anyways, that is a thing for another day. We gotta pick up a phone call here. We gotta pick up a phone call, then answer the payphone. Because, you know, that makes sense. And we gotta take out the mayor for some reason. Don't worry about it. Now, this guy gets spooked and he runs to, like, his, like, car. But we can kill him before that, and we have to, like, retrieve his phone. This is, like, kind of like... They ripped off the VC mission where you kill the chef guy. I forgot his name, I'm sorry. But they just ripped off that mission and made it, like, Liberty City style. Skill issue? For what? I mean, I know I am pretty bad. Like, I know it's a skill issue. Like, you don't have to tell me. Anyways. Oh, so this mission, right. I forgot this mission existed. So, remember that mom mission where there was, like, the really, like, cool skip with the Molotov that I threw, and it was, like, super, like, stuff, and I skipped all those phases. I forgot to tell you that basically our mother is so disappointed in us that she ordered hitmen to kill us. But now Tony, he's going to be made a made man, which is like a title or whatever in the mafia group. And once he becomes a made man, then she calls off all the hitmen. So she's like, loves us again now, just because of that. Don't know how that works, but I don't ask questions, right? Nobody asks questions around here. So this phone call can take like 10 or 20 seconds to come in. I think I messed it up because I looked behind. So I'm used to looking behind on foot with the camera a lot because of VCS. Like, I tend to do that a lot because VCS doesn't have phone calls, they just have pagers. But the problem is that in this game, I keep forgetting, but I keep muscle memory looking behind, but that actually blocks in the phone from coming in, so I have to train myself not to do that. I'm pretty sure that wasted like a bit of time there. But that section is a bit random when that phone call comes in. It can come in after around 10 seconds or 20 seconds. Ideally, you want to look for a bike, but I wasn't lucky enough to get a bike there. There's a Sanchez there, but it's too far away. I'm just gonna take the Angel or Freeway, whatever this is. I'm gonna go. Alright, so we are doing missions for Donald Love, right? The guy from GTA 3. We're doing missions for him now.
LCN would like to take this opportunity to extend its most humble and sincere condolences to his family and...
Oh, okay.
If I read a quick donation.
Yeah, go for it.
We have $10 dues from Mr. Rekilled himself saying, Tuesday is my favorite day of the week. Tuesday? Oh, bloody love Gaming Tuesday. Cheers, Rekill. That puts us to $2,354 for Save the Children. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your donation, Recalled. Yeah, I think at the start of the stream we were at around like what 800, and then our names run happened, and then we're now at like 2.3k. Like nice.
What a day! What a day!
What a day indeed. Alright, this mission is don't ask me the lore because I don't remember the lore. If anyone wants to tell me the lore in chat. But basically we're stealing a coffin for some reason. This is gonna become more apparent later, but this Donald Love guy has a fascination for dead people. This is not the first time that we're gonna see us delivering a casket of a corpse to him. I don't ask any questions. He just pays me money, and I just do as I'm told, right? Yeah, I know the lore, smiley face. Okay, so we're supposed to get 2 calls here. Now we got the Ma phone call where she calls us and like she says, "Oh, I love you again," because you're now the made man, like you're now a made man. Unfortunately, that blocks in the second phone call from coming in because it gives us like a little pop-up saying we got a new outfit. So we're losing like 10 seconds there. I'd love to see it. But yeah, we're gonna help this Donald Love guy in his election campaign. Now, I'm going to do something weird here, and you might question why I'm doing this. The objective here is to get like 5-ish areas of like voting like things. But you can see I'm driving past a lot of them right now. And there's a specific reason for that. The reason is that once I pick up 2 of these areas where I like secure the voting candidacy or whatever, once I do that, there's going to be enemies that spawn on the map. I'm going to pick up 2 very specific ones, and that's going to manipulate the enemies so that they're in a more favorable location. Because I need to destroy the other enemies' like van or whatever. Because you know that's how politics works. You just take out the competition. For legal reasons, that was a joke. Don't sue me, please. But yeah, these guys' vans catch on fire really easily. Like 5 bullets will do the job. But we're gonna take this very specific route to reduce the randomness. Now this last guy can still be random because he likes to, you know, not cooperate at all. Oh, okay, we're fine. Okay, where is this guy going? Alright, he's going here. There we go. He's on fire now. We don't have to deal with him. But I do have to complete the mission. So I have 4 areas right now. I need to get a 5th one before another van spawns in. Alright. That was good. Mission passed. If I was too late there, then another van would have spawned in. And then that's another bit of time loss because it's literally on like the other side of the map. Okay. What is this mission? Right, this mission. Okay, I remember now. So in this mission, like I said, my boy Tony here needs to get Riz. And someone told him that the best way to do it is because women love a man in uniform. So Tony has a brilliant idea of going and stealing an FBI cop car, because who doesn't like an FBI agent? Right, so we have a whole FBI cop car, and now we're going to get all of the women in Staunton Island. Like, oh, what happened there? Okay. But before that, we're gonna make a quick stop, and we're gonna see a friend. and we're gonna persuade them to get in our car, and he's gonna trust us because we're, you know, FBI agents. Really? But he sees running away for some reason. I don't know why, right? Anyways, that's this report. Don't worry about it saying top secret on it. I'm sure it was nothing. But anyways, we need a Sanchez here. I'm going to get a Sanchez from the fixed spawn. The reason why there is a Sanchez spawn, and it's supposed to be a fixed spawn at the end of this mission, but fixed spawns in this game really suck, right? They really suck. Sometimes when you approach an area too fast, the game doesn't have enough time to load in the spawns. So it did. So the Sanchez spawned there. You could see there was a Sanchez there. But if I didn't have a Sanchez already with me, the likelihood for that Sanchez to appear like goes down by like half. And it's just like a little quirk in this game. So you just have to be aware of it. But yeah, that's why it was really important for me to get a bike on the way to the end of the mission, because I couldn't rely upon the spawn that is there at the end of the mission.
Earlier today, an authoritative report was leaked to us disclosing a drug scandal amongst some of the nation's leading athletes. The president has confirmed heads will...
Oh, I'm reading chat. Now, remember when I said that to win an election, you just have to take out the opposition? Well, that only applies in this game again, not legal response. Don't sue me, please. But that applies in this game. So we're just gonna take out all the opposition party, and Donald Love gets all the votes, I guess. So yeah. I don't know how ethical this is, and definitely illegal. But I guess taking the competition out means you win? Question mark? Anyways, there's just a bunch of guys we have to take out in this mission. Other than that, this mission is really nothing. We can just throw a Molotov there to incinerate everybody. Anyways, we are going to go to do a Sal mission now. We're in the middle of nowhere, and I don't remember why Sal is in the middle of nowhere, but this is one of the other quirks of LCS, which is just, when in doubt, let's throw in an auto scroller, because why not? The stream froze? Really? Okay. 5 times for like 10 seconds. The timer kept going though. Okay, that means it's an issue on my end, no? That's not an issue on Ben's end. That's an issue on my end. Wait, let me check drop frames. Okay, 42,000 drop frames. Okay, it's definitely me. It is definitely me, not Ben. Okay, let me try doing this. Hang on. Okay. I'm not paying attention to the game, but it's an auto scroller anyways. It's like impossible to fail. Watch me eat my words now that I said it's impossible to fail. Okay. Should be fine. I'm gonna hope it's fine. Oh, by the way, there's a lot of delay in there's like a lot of delay, but it's okay. It's okay, it's okay. It's probably because I'm dropping frames like crazy. Maybe it's for the better. There's like a 20-second delay, I want to say. Or maybe I'm just hallucinating, but I don't know. Yeah, I had dropped quite a bit of frames there. Thank you for letting me know, but yeah. Okay, there's a little bit of RNG here. If I'm lucky, I get a bike spawn there, but I didn't. I got a taxi. Unlucky. Maybe next time, gamers. Conveniently, there's the M4 here, which I am going to make very good use of in the next mission. But before that, I need a car, and I got a taxi again. Amazing. Oh, there's a bike. I'm going to borrow that bike, and the Sendakus are again after me, like they have been from the beginning of this run. Okay, they just didn't want to split. Hello? I hate this road. Like, if you can't tell, driving on that road is like super difficult. Because the traffic is just so unpredictable. Oh, look, okay, yeah, stop in the... You know what? Drive and then stop right in the middle of the road. Right? You know, that's definitely what you should do. Okay, that was my fault. You're pretty much halfway, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so in this mission, what's happening? Sal, my boy, is under attack, so we gotta go save him. Now, this is one of those missions where I can die very easily, even if I have full armor, full health. So I'm gonna try being careful here. Because, like, these guys have really good aim. And they all have, like, either Uzis or, like, M4s. So... Alright, Sal, you're alive. Let's get... Okay. Okay. That was my fault. that was my fault. I shouldn't have peeked that far. Okay. How do I recover from this? How do I recover? I should just take the taxi. What am I doing? Take the taxi. Go outside. Is Phil's shop even open? Okay. I gotta think here. But that was completely my fault. I should not have peeked that far in. I should have waited for them to come around the corner. I don't know if Phil's shop is even open at this point in the game. It's probably not. Okay, and I have police, so it's not. Yeah, it's not open. So I have to go get... Where is the ammunition again? Hang on, actually, where is the ammunition? Alright, it's up ahead. But will they have the weapons I need? What weapons does this ammunition even have? Okay, AK, sniper. Okay, get that. Get another of that. Get that. And get like 2 of them. Alright. I have to manage my money here because another mission in Shoreside requires me to have at least $20,000, and I'm going to be performing a bunch of death warps later on in the run. So I really hope I didn't like cuck myself right there with that death. But you know what? We ball. Whatever, we ball, we ball. Kinda 1/3 already. Some guy said halfway. Some guy said halfway 10 seconds, like a minute ago, and then now you're saying 1/3. Are you saying I'm that bad? That it's only a third? Okay. Yeah, like I said, this is like one of these missions that's quite easy to die, but that was completely my fault. I'm not even gonna blame the game on that one. That was just my fault. Because I didn't kill these two guys and I forgot about it. Alright. Alright, come on, Sal.
Tony, let's get out of here.
I don't have Molotovs. Okay, let me think. I don't have Molotovs, I don't have a sniper. Sniper I can get... When do I have to get the sniper? Okay, I have to get it next time I'm near Love. Oh, but I'm not really near Love anytime soon. Taking the piece. Okay. I have to go get a sniper because there's a strat that we have to do with the sniper and it saves quite a bit of time. So it's probably faster for me to go get the sniper than to do the mission like vanilla. I'm gonna do that. Already, I can just go get the other one. I have to take a call here, so I can just run around and get the other PCJ. But I need to think about when I need to get that sniper. Because there is a fixed sniper spawn, a backup that I can get. But yeah, more important than that, I need to make sure I don't F about too much. Alright. When am I... Okay, Sayonara Sindakos. I could get it on that mission. I mean, I guess that's my only... That's the only time I can get it before Shoot the Messenger. Okay. Now, if you watched my VCS run, you would know that I got an incredibly rare crash. Remember when I said that Slot Zero can do a bunch of stuff to this game, and it's a recurring, like, factor? There's a soft lock in this mission that is possible, where the guys don't spawn, but it didn't happen this time, so okay, that's good, that's good. At least something is going well. Alright, anyways, we have a remote control the car for some reason. And we're just gonna use that to like kill a bunch of like goons. Alright, that went pretty good. Not the best, but it went okay. Okay, next mission. What is this mission again? I'll know what this mission is. Right, okay, we go there. Okay, I can just get it on this mission. I'll just get the sniper on this mission. We can jam out to some radio till then. Okay, we have a new plan. We're so back. This is the equivalent of VCRC plane demolition mission? Yes. But there's a lot of demolition of buildings involved in this game, because, you know, explosions. Boom. Okay. Sindako territory. So what I'll do is I'll go first get the sniper and then I'll drive to Misandako's. Oh. Okay. I hope I remember where the sniper is. I think I know where it is. Where am I driving? I was looking at chat. Sorry. Not locked in. Not locked in. Okay. Wait, does the thing even spawn on missions? Okay, it does. It does. I'm so glad that the pickup spawned on missions. Because I was low-key about to, I was about to thing, but it's okay. Alright. Slight detour to get the sniper. But yeah. Honestly, it was kind of like, it's not even that far away from the mission marker. I don't know why I made such a big deal about it. But this mission wants you to, like, kill a bunch of people, but we can actually just ignore whatever the mission says. And instead, we can just go to the next task, which is, like, head back to the car. And for some reason, it triggers, even though we didn't do anything that the mission required us to. Now, like I said, Michael Bay inspired this game a lot, and every time you shoot the driver of a car and you kill him in this mission, it blows up that car. So yeah, I just have to like one bullet to the head, there, boom, the car explodes.
Behind us, Tony, behind us.
So yeah, all I have to do is like just like get headshots.
Eyes front, Tony.
And then the end of this mission is like kind of weird, but basically it ends roughly after I kill these two guys in the helicopter. Which I kind of missed. There we go. Should be the end. Relatively soon. Hello. There we go.
Shit, this is getting too high profile.
Okay. Why did I look behind? It delays the phone call from coming in. Or it didn't delay it, but I should stop looking behind. Okay, this is the mission where there's another strat that you can do, which again relates to this sniper that we picked up. So this is why I needed the sniper before this mission. But basically, the intended method to do this mission is that there's a guy on a boat, and Sal left you his boat, and you're gonna go on Sal's boat and get rid of this guy. But we're not going to do that. Instead, we can just, again, using the sniper, one well-placed snipe to snipe the guy out of his boat, and that should be GG's for him. Yeah, that should be fine. There we go. So we can just snipe the guy on the boat, and it's done and dusted. We don't have to go on a slow boat, chase the guy, drive by him, and then drive all the way back. So that's why it was definitely worth it to pick up that sniper on the last mission, even though I spent a little bit of time like going on a detour and trying to find it. Alright, Passion of the Heist is one of the more difficult missions. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get some safety armor, so I'm gonna go safe. One, considering how this run has gone, that I'm definitely gonna need that safety armor. So I'm just gonna pick it up on the way. But yeah, this is also another mission where they're like, all the enemies have like AK-47s. Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, all of the enemies here have AK-47s, and I need to kill everybody in this mission, so it's a bit of a pain. And they're all super accurate as well. This mission is very unforgiving. Like, I can die with even full health and armor. I'm gonna try playing it as safe as possible. Try getting a lot of these guys early on from the distance. Alright, there goes that guy. There goes that guy. Okay, got this guy. Alright, we're good, we're good. There's also an RPG here that I can pick up, and that's gonna come in handy for what's the mission called? It's called False Idols. But yeah, okay, that didn't go too badly. I think I would have I would have survived even. No, wait, actually I don't think I would have survived if I didn't have pick up the armor, so good thing I did. Because I had like a bit of armor and then I had like 3/4 of my health. So looking back at it, yeah, I definitely would have died if I didn't pick up the armor, so it was a good thing I went ahead and got that armor. Amazing radio or audio. Is my audio bugging out again? I'm sorry. Blame Canadian Wi-Fi and infrastructure and Windows 11. Will this finally open up the ferries? Not quite. We got to wait a little bit longer. Okay, I'm gonna go do the worst mission of the game, which is Carmageddon. There's a reason why I call this the worst mission of the game. Because this type of mission, I have such a bad relationship with. There's a similar mission in VCS as well. Called Crash, which is a mini game. If you've ever watched my Hundo run, I'm not joking, I suck at this mini game so bad. In VCS, when I was doing my Hundo run, I spent like 45 minutes to an hour trying to do this mission. Because I was that bad, I kept failing it and I kept retrying it. And it took me 45 minutes to do what normally would take the average person like 2.5 minutes. So I am super garbage at this. Basically, you have to cause like mayhem by like dismounting bikes and flipping vehicles and that sort of stuff. But I'm just really bad at it. This guy's an angry driver, so I'm just gonna get the dismount from him. I gotta be careful here. So the strat here is that I can just push these vehicles off the bridge into the ocean and just like sink them. And that gives me quite a bit because that counts as like a kill or whatever. So that gives me quite a bit of like rating, as you can see on the side of the screen. This is gonna be a bit difficult. Okay, that bike is like making this taxi stuck. I'm just gonna go for this blue van instead. What is happening? Okay. Just go, gang. Yo, put the fries in the bag, bro. Just go off the bridge. Where are my spawns? Okay. The cop spawns can kind of be problematic sometimes. Oh, that guy survived. I don't know if that's gonna count. If he goes in the ocean. Oh, it did. Okay. Alright, so I just have to sink like a bunch of vehicles here. I'm not getting any spawns because the time of day is all bad because I died. Like, I failed the previous mission. I would ideally like one more sink. Okay, so we can do that and then we can go back. And I can like splatter some pedestrians and stuff. Okay, actually that works. Oh, that counts. Okay, there we go. So, okay, what isn't too bad, and I can just splatter some pedestrians on the way for the rest of the rating. And I can like despawn a couple of bikes. There we go. Okay, that was pretty bad, but it's fine. We didn't take 1 hour to do it. Let's just keep it at that. We didn't take 1 whole hour to do this minigame. Alright, now we have to destroy the fire truck. Which I would like to have sent into the ocean, but I guess not. Is this bulletproof? I don't remember. It's not. It just has a lot of health. All right. Next mission.
You took your time, Tony.
I did. I have been taking my time. You are right.
That was off the harbor. Oh my goodness, she's hot.
Exotic music from places with exotic diseases.
LCS Hundo requires you to do this mission twice. Oh hell no! Remind me never to do LCS Hundo ever again. Ever. Not ever again. I've never done LCS Hundo, but I will never do it now that I know that. Thank you.
Streets of Staunton Island, Fire Chief O'Reilly says none of his men are guilty, but eyewitnesses say an LCF.
All right, so here I have to steal these guys' bike without killing any of them, but I kind of just become a bullet sponge and I just have to tank it
City firemen today when
because I can't kill any of them.
Staunton Island, Fire Chief O'Reilly says none of his men are
But it's fine. We lived.
Eyewitnesses say an LCFD fire truck was definitely to blame. You be the judge when Ned Burner, our award-winning reporter, brings you the exclusive later on LCA.
But yeah, basically the thing is that we just have to lead these guys over here, and then there's like a big fight, and then we just kill a bunch of them. I forgot exactly the lore reason as to why we couldn't have just killed them there, then and there, and like got it over with from the start. Instead, we have to like lure them to here and then kill them. I don't remember the lore reason why, but again, some of the missions don't really make sense in this game, so let's not question it. Good thing is that this mission actually gives us full health and armor, so I'm not really worried about that. So we're gonna start this mission with full health and armor. Oh, and speaking of missions that don't make sense or are just like generally weird, this is one of them. So we get sent. How do I explain this mission? Basically, Tony has been talking to a bunch of women on Tinder, but especially the Japanese women, because he has a fetish. Okay, he has a type, right? Now, my boy Tony is trying to raise up the Japanese shorty, but Japanese shorty asks him, do you know how to use a katana type? Right? And my boy Tony's like, no, I don't know how to use a katana. So we gotta like impress this woman. So we're gonna test our katana slashing skills in Central Park. Against guys with like machetes or whatever. I don't know. Alright. The strat here is to get like near some of them. So the mission like respawns some of them. There are gonna be guys that will be unmarked on the map. So like this guy, oh no, this guy had a marker, but some of the people on the map, they don't really have markers. The strat here is just to get close to them so that they get like aggressive and like start like running towards you. So like these guys, they'll start running towards me. And I just want to get like a bunch of them in one spot. So like here. Okay. And then we can just like showdown. But they're kind of bad. So we're just winning. There we go. There was a guy with no marker on the map. That should have counted as 2 kills. I wasn't paying attention though. Alright, who are we missing? Alright, this guy got stuck here. That's fine. We can kill him through the thing. And then we need 2 more kills. Okay, this guy's unmarked. Nice. Can I get another unmarked guy close to me? No. I got a tree in my face instead. Alright, no worries. There's 2 guys here. We can just kill them and that's the mission done. It might be a movie reference, but I do not know. He has good taste. Was that to when I said he liked, or like in Japanese women? He has good taste. Alright. Yeah, it's just a weird mission, but it exists, I guess. Like, it's an interesting concept, but it doesn't make sense, but it is memorable. Like, it's a memorable mission, but I don't know if it's memorable in the right kind of way.
Shoot back then. More hits, less weed, bro.
I'm gonna pick up the nades. Ideally I would use a Molotov at the end of this mission, but I can just use nades instead.
Hey there.
Because the mission is so kind to give me nades. So the nades would have a much higher reach. Yeah, they have a much higher range, so I can throw them from much further back compared to the Molotovs. Anyways, that's that mission. Okay, next is False Idols, which is one of the more memorable missions in this game, I would say. So it's after this mission and the next one that we unlock, like Phil's gun shop. And basically we have 3 movie celebrity targets or something. Luckily we also picked up 3 rockets that we got on the previous, like one of the previous missions. Now we're on a kind of a strict timer. 2 of these guys are on, like, in vehicles. One guy is driving currently and we're gonna go to him first. The other guy is at his house, but he will enter a vehicle shortly. The third guy is going to be coming in on a helicopter, and that poses kind of an issue because we need to make sure that we are lined up for a perfect RPG shot so that we don't waste any time killing him. So we got the first guy, he's pretty easy enough. The second guy here, he can either be in his vehicle or he can, like, be entering it. Depends if he gets, like, stuck. So I think he did get, like, stuck there. There we go. Alright, so we got him. Sometimes that shot is a little bit, like, finicky because it's like a weird angle, especially as he's, like, entering his vehicles. I've had him, like, survive a couple of times in practice. Luckily that didn't happen there. And we should have enough time to line up for this shot here. So there's this guy coming in through there. I'm in the wrong spot. I should hit him. There we go. Alright, so we did pretty fine. That was pretty okay. Other than me, like, standing in the wrong spot, that was pretty decent execution, and then we can do the mission. So ideally that mission would take a lot longer and is kind of harder, but thankfully, because of the rockets that we got in the previous mission, why did I split there? That's not where I should be splitting. Anyways. And yeah, there's, like, now new stock at Phil's gun shop that'll come in handy later on. But yeah, that's like the mission that I remember the most when I played LCS. Like, that is the mission that I remember because it's kind of hard to do casually. Or maybe I'm just bad, like, skill issue, I guess. Sorry. I know everybody in chat's like 10 times better than me at this game, but yeah. Okay, here you gotta, like, torch this, like, money printing operations. The game wants you to... What was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. The game wants you to use the flamethrower to torch their place. But what we can do is we can buy a flamethrower from the shop. We can exit the shop's menu, and then we can go back in and buy RPGs instead. And the game progresses to the next part of the mission because it thinks that we already bought the flamethrower. But then we replace the flamethrower with a RPG because it's much faster. And we can do a cool strat here as well. Anthony indeed. And that's it. Like the RPG makes that place pretty trivial. Like it's super fast to blow up everything in there and get out of there. Alright, we have to take a phone call here and then we can do this final McCaffrey mission. So we can jump off a bike a little bit earlier, stand here, and then perfectly into the marker. This run by AI voice of Eben instead of mine. Are you saying my voice is like that unbearable to hear? Okay, man. Maybe I'll just not talk for the rest of the game. I hope you're happy. I'm playing. AI is getting pretty good. Like, I'm gonna say this. AI is getting dangerously good at like imitating celebrities and people's voices just based off of like clips of them. Like, it's actually something that's like concerning in modern times. Love and bullets. This game like teleports you to the other side of the map. I guess they realized that they made you drive to and from like North and South Staunton so many times that even the developers got tired of that, so they just teleport you for this mission, which is nice. And then we just have to drive his limo back. This is like one of like the fastest missions in this run. Like, VC has gotta take notes from this. This should be like the mission length, right? Like LCS missions, they're kind of like too short, too simple. VCS missions, too long, too complex, too many steps. But like from a speedrun perspective, it is nice. It's like satisfying to do all of LCS's missions in the speedrun because they're like pretty efficient to do. Don't take a lot of time. This is another mission that doesn't make sense lore-wise. Or not lore-wise, it doesn't make sense gameplay-wise. And you'll just see what I mean. Like, you'll see what I mean. But again, we're going to like the election setting or whatever. And we gotta follow this, the van that like keeps count of like the number of votes and stuff. So there's like an exchange taking place with this courier. Now, I don't know how realistic this is, but first what we're gonna do is we're gonna break off the door of the van, and immediately as he gets out, we're gonna take him out and collect whatever exchange took place. And this guy is completely no idea, completely oblivious, zero clue in the world of what's happening. Like, he has no idea what just happened and that his friend just got massacred. But does he care? No, he doesn't. And guess what? That's gonna happen 3 times. Like, this guy does not care. Like, I don't get this mission. Maybe I'm missing something. It's possible that I'm missing something completely, and that's why like I have no clue what's going on here. But like, I'm playing this mission and like, yo, this doesn't make sense. Just ice the guy before he makes the exchange. Why do you gotta do this? Like, okay, I'm supposed to go ammunition and do a bunch of like stuff there, but I'm not going to do that because I'm low on cash anyways. And like I said, another mission in this game requires me to have $20K available. So I'm going to be conservative with ammunition, not spend money there. Once the package leaves his hand, the job is done. Yeah, I guess. Okay, we're on the last mission of Staunton already. Oh, and we have a cop that is on me. That's actually bad. Okay, what can I do here? Okay, what if I do this? Okay, what am I doing? Did he actually leave me alone? Oh, he actually did. Okay, somehow that worked. I'm supposed to get a phone call here, but I'm not getting a phone call because the guys are chasing me around. So I am just going to go get a bribe star and come back. There's a bribe star here, right? Is there a bribe star here? I'm kind of lost in this map. I cannot lie. Oh, there is a bribe star. I'm just going to take the phone call here and then I'm going to drive back. That's unfortunate, but nice time lost, I guess. Is there a bribe star here too, or something? I don't know. How is it? There's like that adrenaline pill there, the slow-mo pill. Okay, last mission of Staunton. We are at Love on the Rocks. Get on the... What is... Oh, my thing is invisible. Nice, my bike went into the Shadow Realm. You love to see it. You love to see it. All right. Okay, this mission is kind of hard, but there's a strat that we can do that makes it a heck of a lot easier. So we're gonna get rid of this blockade using the RPG that we got from before. How did that not blow up? Okay. A lot of questions, no answers, but it's okay, right? What I'm gonna do, so now there's usually is, oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. Okay, there's usually like a enemy spawn that happens there, so I need to hug that wall so that the enemy spawn doesn't like take place. Alright, kill these guys. These guys all have AKs and they're very accurate with their weapons, but as long as I do the drive-by strat, should be fine. But I'm kind of messing it up here. There's one guy here that's still alive. But that was super slow. I'm slow walking. This is not a speedrun anymore. This is a slow walk. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go up here. And I'm gonna avoid a trigger that's usually there that spawns like a stinger or an enemy that chases me around for the rest of the mission. And without that, this mission becomes 10 times more easier. So because it's kind of RNG when you have that enemy that's following you around, trying to like destroy you. But yeah, we should be fine. At least for now, we should be fine for now. And yeah, that was the final mission of Staunton. So mixed feelings about Staunton, some good, some bad. Disappointing death because I completely goofed out for a little bit. But all the other strategies I kind of got. I did all the hard part, but then I goofed up on like the one, like technically the easiest shootout here, but it's okay. Anyways, we move on. Okay, I need a bike here. That's good. So I needed a bike here because we are now going to shoreside. Yay! But don't get your hopes up too much because we're gonna immediately drive to shoreside and then the lag. Drop frames, encoding overload. Okay, we should be fine. We should be fine though. We should be fine. Should be fine. Okay, we're fine. We're back. The internet is also struggling a little bit. I'm sorry about that, but oh man. What was I saying? Right. Yeah, we're going to go to shoreside. It's very important for me to have gotten a bike quickly there. The reason why I needed a bike and relatively fast as well is because of bridge cycles. So now we have the entire, like, all of the islands unlocked. Now if you thought that GTA 3's bridge cycles were long, oh boy, let me introduce you to LCS. I'm pretty sure LCS bridge cycles are like twice as long as GTA 3's. Like compared to GTA 3's bridge cycles, LCS is twice as long. So it becomes even more important that we make the cycles. And me crashing into that guy was kind of bad, but it's okay. But okay, lore update. The boy Sal is in jail, as the news report is telling you right now. So we're gonna go visit him at the police department, but we have to get a lawyer's outfit. Oh no, I forgot. Right? So we're gonna go, now we have unlocked the change of outfit thingy at this place. So now we're gonna get the change of outfit. And we're gonna just pretend to be Sal's lawyer for the rest of the game. But we don't even like enter the police station. I think like we entered the police station the first time, and then after that the lawyer's outfit gets like no use ever again. We talk to Sal like through the window of like his jail cell. Like it makes no sense, but it's a GTA game. It's not supposed to make sense. Three cycles are 65.536 seconds long. Amazing.
Okay, now they have the station ID. Come on, girls, do it.
Alright, so I'm gonna do a stun jump here, but I'm gonna try avoiding the trigger. Just like that. So we get to the next area without triggering the stun jump. That was pretty good. And yeah, so I'm on pretty low health, and there are a lot of enemies in this mission, but it should be fine. Like, I've done this mission even in practice on very low health, and it's been a non-issue for the most part. I'm hoping it continues to be a non-issue for the most part. Anyways, there's just a bunch of respawning goon, like Sandako enemies here, and you just gotta take them out. Or more Forellis, sorry, sorry, I meant Forellis. Don't flame me, please, please, I'm sorry, I beg of you, show mercy on me. I misspoke. But yeah, this mission is Forellis. The next mission, we take out the Sandakos for good. Because we eliminate, like, I'll let you see in the next mission. It's coming up soon, don't worry. But this mission is the Forellis. Usually these guys aren't an issue. That last guy almost game ended me, but it's okay. We take our W's. Is this your first full run? Yes, Cosney. This is technically my first full run, yes. I've only practiced like segments. I tried doing a full run, but the game crashed on this very last mission. So it's amazing. Good to see what's done. Or it didn't crash on the last mission, it crashed on the second last mission, which is like an infamous crash. And I was kind of mad about it, but it's whatever. So technically, yes, this is my first full run. If it, like, doesn't crash again, which, you know, is never a guarantee. Okay, what you saw me do there was a death warp, which is like what we'll start doing now, because it's just much more faster to buy back your weapons rather than like keep doing it back. The game also gives you RPGs here, so it's very nice. So now we eliminate Polly Sindako, but okay, amazing. An angry driver crashed into me. Okay, so now my lineup is gone.
Hey, Tony! Why don't you...
But it's fine, we made it. Alright. That could have been a lot worse, because he kind of messed up my lineup, but it's whatever, man. It all ties to the Japanese in... Yeah, it does. Because, you know, the shorties love lawyers, right? The chicks love lawyers. So that's why we're a lawyer right now, right? It's all connected to the storyline. Don't worry about it. I swear I heard a Sanchez. Oh, there is a Sanchez. It's just on the other side of the road. Bro has his headset the other way around.
Liberty City's long-running mafia feud is finally over after the brutal slaying today of Paulie Sindako, head of the Sindako family. However, crime analysts predict greater trouble lies ahead.
Oh,
as
okay.
this war leaves both mafia families in full retreat to emerging gangs. In particular,
We should make the cycle, because I was so slow.
overall control of organized crime in the
Yeah.
Stay tuned for more.
No problem. No waiting. But anyways, yeah, this mission is Yakuza Showdown. So basically, Sal's in prison. We just took out Paulie Sindako, the guy from Sindako Chronicles. It's always nice when a Rockstar shouts out, like, fan-made characters and stuff. You love to see it. But yeah, basically, like, that gave the Yakuza the perfect chance to, like, kind of take control, almost, of Liberty City. So they are now the main, like, gang that's going to be a problem for us. And again, we're trying to impress the Japanese shorty, so we're gonna impress her by stealing the tank that the Yakuza have for some reason. Because, you know, the Japanese chick, she doesn't like the Yakuza, but she likes us, you know? So we're gonna steal the tank for her. And we're gonna drive it off the cliff. Now, ideally, okay? Sure, man. Drive over my body again. You know what? Drive over me twice just to make sure I'm dead. That is not what I wanted to happen. Now, okay. Yes, but no. That's not what I wanted to happen. What I wanted to happen was for me to get busted, not wasted, okay? I was supposed to get busted there, not wasted, because the police station is right near Toshiko, which is the next mission. But I guess, okay, man, okay. This game. This game sometimes. Yeah. Might as well take a PCJ while I'm at it. I feel like I'm forgetting something, and I hate that feeling when I know I'm forgetting something. I know I have to take a phone call, but that's about it. Right? It's just a phone call. So everything else shouldn't be an issue.
Pushing. This is so old
It was
economy.
the worst party ever. Don't touch me.
Anyways, remember that Japanese shorty I was talking about that we impressed with the katana in Central Park? Well, we're gonna finally meet her. And we're gonna do a bunch of errands for her to try to impress her. So the first one is she loves boats. Right? She loves boats. She's a boat girly. And not only any boat, she loves Japanese boats. But this is Liberty City. But there's the Yakuza crime family. So we're gonna go and get her a Japanese boat as a seal of loyalty to her. Right? Okay, that is not what I wanted to do, but it will work. It'll work. Everything from this point on is now to impress the Japanese chick. Like I told you, it's part of the lore of the game. Hey, did I lie? No. Look, we're sealing a boat and we're doing it for Toshiko. Did I lie? No, I didn't. I was telling the truth right from the start. This entire game is built off of Tony's romance life with a Japanese chick. Anyways. And you know this is a GTA 3 Liberty City game when like there's gray fog and you can't see anything. That's how you know you're in Liberty City. Like it's just like it's literally just nothing. It's just gray. It's just gray. Okay. Don't beach the boat that you need to give the love of your life. All right, calm down, Tony. All right. Am I from Toronto? No, not exactly, but I am Canadian. Or at least I live in Canada. Anyways, what was I saying? Okay, we got the boat for the shorty. We impressed her, right? That was the intentional death warp, right? To this part. Now, ideally, I would have liked the busted warp earlier, but it's okay. We gotta do this drive twice now. Hopefully we get a PCJ on the road again. Alright, back to Toshiko to do again, this is like one of the shortest missions in the game. It makes sense lore-wise, but it makes no sense gameplay-wise, and you'll see why in like 10 seconds. I actually forgot to do something. So, yeah, because we death warped, lost all my weapons. But Mr. Phil Cassidy's gun shop right here has some new equipment in stock. It's called a minigun 5000. We're gonna pick one of those bad boys up. And now I gotta be careful with the money, because I need 20k in like 10 missions, which should be fine, but I just still need to be careful. But yeah, this mission doesn't make sense lore-wise, and you'll see why. Because the gameplay of this mission is completely different. So anyways, same Japanese chick, but there's 3 security vans here, and we just have to destroy them. But there's like, it's like right here, like it's literally right here, like right near her house.
I'm a lunatic with a gun, my friend.
Hello. Okay, well. Usually they drive ahead, but yeah, that's mission passed. Yeah, I don't really get the point of that mission. It was just weird. It's like a lore mission, but yeah. Anyways, we finally impress a Japanese chick and we get a date with her. Keep dreaming, everybody in chat. But my boy Tony, against all odds, he has Riz, alright? He accomplished what he came to the city to do, which was to get Huz. And he's finally taking her out on a date. Like I said, I was telling the truth all the way from the beginning.
Do you think I'm a bad person, Mr. Tony?
Well, Princess, I ain't exactly a saint.
No. A saint wouldn't be much use to me.
I just looked at chat.
He's very strong.
Oh
but
man.
Very, very bad. He only married me to become Makagashira in Liberty City. He has never loved me. He prefers the company of his men. Do you understand?
When he finds out what you're doing, you know he's gonna kill you.
I do not care for life or death anymore. Only freedom.
What a relaxing worldview.
Anyways, we take her to the opera house for a date and it goes lovely, but a bunch of goons try to ruin our date, so now we gotta protect her. And of course she's, you know, she loves the whole hero and princess complex, so she's loving this, don't worry about it. I don't know what this guy's doing. He's kinda aura farming, kinda... what are you doing? Alright, bye sir. Okay. Why is he on top of the vehicle? I don't know. But the game kind of just spawns him there for whatever reason. But yeah, that was Tony's date. He took Toshiko to the opera house and everything went smoothly. It could not have gotten better. He saved her as well at the end of the day. That's 2,000 plus aura points right there. Like my guy Tony, he is living the life right now. Alright, ideally I would like to have secured a vehicle, but I didn't. But it's okay. There's like a little bit delay from when you can start the next Toshiko mission, which is like why we try running around and like getting a vehicle. But it's fine. There's a PCJ that I completely missed. Okay. That was embarrassing, but there's another PCJ, so it's fine. Now, there's a slight problem though. The date went perfect. Tony likes her. She likes Tony. But in the previous mission, she said she has a husband. So, Tony is now gonna take care of that little problem. Alright? We had rumors that her husband is in here somewhere in this parking lot, but it turns out that we were too late and it's just his henchmen here, so we're gonna make quick work of them. I'm gonna get this Uzi. Oh, this guy didn't die. That's rare. But yeah, no, her husband has escaped by the helicopter and he's going for the casino. But Tony is relentless. He is stopping at nothing. Anyways, we're gonna be under attack by a bunch of Yakuza people, but we can... That's why I really needed a bike here, a PCJ ideally, because it just kind of makes them redundant. So we're gonna have an epic showdown for whoever wins the showdown gets to keep Toshiko forever. So Tony is set his sights, and he's going to go and defeat her husband once and for all in an epic showdown at the top of the casino building. But before that, he needs to park his bike, so he's just gonna back up a little bit. Oops. Oops. My bad, chat. My bad. I accidentally ran him over as I was trying to park my bike. Oops. I guess we won because he's dead. Oh no. Well, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you had an epic showdown or not. Why have an epic showdown when you can just win at the end? Right? When you're in a sword fight and this motherfucker just runs you over with a bike. Exactly. Oh man. But guys, I have bad news. My guy Tony, he fumbled. He went out on a date. The date went perfectly. There is no husband anymore. But my guy Tony, he makes a rookie mistake. Tony tries cracking after the first date. Big mistake. Toshiko was not about all of that. She is against fornication of all costs. No relations until marriage. Alright, that's keeping it halal right there. But Tony, he was a little bit too excited. He tried cracking right after the first date. Rookie mistake. But unfortunately, that cost him his relationship. So now he's heartbroken, and he's gonna go see his old friend, Donald Love, once again. Late night commentary? Yes, sir. Anyways, our boy Donald is not doing too good. He's in a kind of a mess because we left him for Toshiko. And in the meantime, he had his whole best friend dilemma because, you know, Tony's girl stole him. So he's in kind of a mess right now. But after our breakup, well, it's time to make amends, and it's time to make up for lost time. So this is the guy from, he's the guy from Vice City, Avery Carrington. But he's not gonna be living a lot longer because the game just tells you to take him out. Problem is I can't blow up his vehicle because it wants me to like get his like plans for the office buildings or whatever. So I gotta like shoot him out of the car, pick up his plans, and then before his like goons assassinate me and try to hunt me down, I gotta like make it back to Avery's place. Ideally, I don't know why Tony tried to kill him, but I guess like it's because we're making up for lost time. We're gonna make an exception and just like follow whatever Donald says, even though it might not agree with us. At the end of the day, it is bros before women. Cat Jam? Anyways, the next few missions, for some reason, is just Shoreside and Staunton Driving Simulator. Like, we're just gonna keep driving back and forth, back and forth, back and forth for like 10 different times. There's not much to even say, but
Where are the
yeah,
goddamn photos?
it's just gonna be like that. We're just gonna be chilling to the radio for a bit,
Please, no.
and yeah.
Come on, you little pussy, give him up.
Anyways, this guy,
Okay.
let me think about some lore. Okay, so this guy, he is a journalist, but part-time he is a professional Tinder matchmaker. So again, this is the 90s, there is no Tinder, but this guy, he knows the contacts. So we go to him and we're like, where is my Tinder matches? Where are my Tinder matches? And he's like, yo, it's in this garage right here. But he ripped us off and he's taking away with the money. So we boom, blast him with the minigun. We blast him with the minigun, get payback because he promised us Tinder matches, but he took our money. Do not play with the broken man's heart. That's the moral of the story. Moral of the story, if a man has a broken heart, just broke up with his girlfriend, do not mess with him or play with his feelings. Because he will overreact. A tiny bit. A tiny bit. Alright, we will return to the banger music, but before, Morik Party Resurrection. So remember when I told you that Donald is kind of, you know, a little bit crazy or fascinated with dead bodies? Well, we can see this here, because basically in this mission he wants you to steal 2 corpses for some reason. Like, don't ask why, he just wants 2 corpses, right? And as you can see, when we went and we were dating Toshiko, we completely ignored our boy Donald, and he's been going through it, bro. He's been going through it. He's not looking the best. So we're just gonna, you know, make him happy, whatever he wants. And he said that he wants corpses. So we're gonna go back to Ned, which is the Tinder match guy, right? The guy we just blasted because he didn't give us our Tinder profiles. Right, he cooked us. They're having a funeral for him, like around here. We're just gonna steal the hearse with his coffin for Donald because he wants it.
Ned, I'm going to give you the exclusive rights to cover my wonderful party. I wouldn't invite just anyone to my little bash, you know? Invitations are to die for.
But yeah, at the start of this mission, I did a thing where I paused the game a bunch of times. The reason I paused the game was to skip voice lines. That's because there's actually not a soft lock, but there's a way where the mission just doesn't progress because it fails to spawn in one of the the ambulance correctly. Yeah, but you can know whether or not that happens from the start of the mission. I'm driving the wrong way. But you sort of know when that happens from the start of the mission. Because if it happens, then at the start of the mission you won't see a marker on the map. But the markers only spawn in once Donald's voice lines stop at the beginning. So we pause the game to skip his voice lines to see if the marker appears on the map. If not, then we need to restart the mission by killing Donald. But luckily we didn't have to restart the mission that time. We got lucky, no slot 0 memes. There's still one more slot 0 meme that can happen, and it's where I crashed in practice. So in practice I had like a run going and it was going pretty decently. But then it crashed midway through, and the reason of the crash was slot 0. Like, it's just nothing I can do about it. If it happens, it happens. I'm hoping that because it happened in practice, it's not going to happen in a real run, right? Because, like, what are the chances that it happens twice in a row? Like, it's already rare, but what are the chances that it happens twice in a row? So I just checked the map there because there's like 2 different like spawn points or like paths that the ambulance here can follow. So I got this path, which is like okay, but he's kind of really far back. Usually like he'd be like around here. So it's not that great that he's all the way back here, but it's fine. We get 2 stars, but that's not really an issue, because we can just get back to the airport with Avery's body. So Avery Carrington. Apparently Avery was Donald's mentor, something like that. The guy from Vice City, same guy. But yeah, unfortunately the Rockstar just decided, you know what, we hate this character and we're just gonna kill him, like for no reason. So I guess that is Avery's fate, I guess, in the GTA storyline, the 3D storyline. He just dies because, yeah, Rockstar said bye-bye, sayonara, we're done with you, we don't want you anymore. But yeah, we're just gonna make our way back to Donald with Avery's body, and he's gonna take both of the corpses, and I'm not gonna ask what he's gonna do with them. That's his own personal problem. Okay, we're almost done, almost at the end of the game. We have a few more missions. This is a mission where I have to spend $20,000 and that's it. That's the entire mission. The entire mission is just me spending 20 grand. So there's a cutscene, I spend 20 grand. It's like a PayPal, like it's like a e-transfer tap terminal. Like that's literally just this mission. This was shark cards before shark cards. It's pay to win. You just need 20 grand and then the game progresses. And if you don't have 20 grand, GG. Like, you're done. It's over. There we go. More money, no money, more problems. But we got money. So 20K out of our bank account. And we wait for another call. That was the mission, by the way. That was literally the mission. It was just a cutscene. That's it. And new mission. Let's go. Gold split right there. We're so back. Alright, remember when I said that there's like a big explosion in this game that like wipes out like an entire portion of the map? Well, this is that mission. So one of the main differences between GTA 3's map and Liberty City Stories is the fact that there's actually a tunnel. So again, it ties in with the entire like game's like premise, like storyline at the beginning, where like there's like these dock workers and then they have like this union because this is tunnel. Well, the tunnel doesn't exist in GTA 3, but GTA 3 takes place chronological, like not like timeline wise. GTA 3 takes place 1 year after, but GTA 3 doesn't have like, you know, the nice tunnel and everything. So I wonder what's gonna happen to this tunnel in this game that it does not exist in GTA 3, and I wonder if it's linked to, you know, the Michael Bay and explosions that we've seen so far. I wonder if any of those could be connected. 3 years later? Is it 3 years later? Oh, maybe I'm misremembering. Caster probably knows better than me. Alright, I apologize. 3 years later. Nah, absolutely not related. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about too. How did that guy explode? The guy chasing me just exploded. I don't know how, but I'm not gonna question him. All right. So this van has the, or no, like, yeah, this van has the heavy property, but another thing about the heavy property is that it makes you take more damage as well. So there's like a damage meter on the right that we gotta pay attention to. This van is also full of explosives, so damaging it is not a good idea under any circumstance. But we're gonna rig a bunch of explosives, sorry, all over the place. There's gonna be a bunch of witnesses, but we can just, oops. Anyways, we're gonna deal with the witnesses. They're not gonna be here. Now, this is the thing I don't understand. Tony leaves the van here, and he gets into this nicely placed Bobcat. But how did Tony know that this Bobcat was going to be here? Because if this Bobcat wasn't here, it's 2 minutes on the timer. My boy is kind of cooked. I mean, maybe he could sprint for it, but how does he know he's going to make it out in time? Anyways, there's a whole explosion, and this entire side of the map is just wiped. And you can look up a video online on how big that explosion is. But yeah, this entire side of the map is just now gone. Like I said, Michael Bay definitely had something to do with the writing of this game. I'm sure of it. We're gonna do an out of bounds here. So we're gonna drive into a wall. We're gonna go out of bounds. And we're gonna go like on the tunnel that we just destroyed. Or like a portion of it. Something like that. But we're out of bounds. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a bunch of speed, and then here we're gonna turn. I'm gonna hope I cover enough distance. I'm gonna jump off. There we go. Okay, I did the strat correctly. And doing the strat correctly, if I get enough distance, I end up back in bounds right next to the next mission marker. That illegal? I mean, the category's name is no AJS. There was nothing else. There's no other like thing that's legal, like, you know, technically speaking.
Oh my God, Tony, do something!
Now this mission looks a little bit familiar, but I'm sure this mission is a completely original concept, and I've never seen this used before, and it's definitely never been used before in the same exact location. Like, this is such an original mission, guys. Anyways, TLDR, bunch of goons. We gotta blow them all up. Oh, well, we blew them all up. Alright. Time to escape and head for the airport. For one final time, we're gonna drop Donald to the airport, because we've taken him to the airport like 5 times now. I've been keeping track. My airport drive counter is like 5 times now. This guy's like my friend Lopez that always wants me to drive me to the airport. That always wants me to drive him to the airport. Right? Bro just uses me as a way to drive to the airport. Bro thinks I'm a chauffeur. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. Because this is going to be the last time we drop him off to the airport. And we have nice Mozart, question mark, playing in the background. Nice, soothing, calm, relaxing music. As Donald here goes off into a new chapter of his life.
He and Ned are still on board, so I won't be traveling alone. I do so hate good.
Okay, we're coming up on an estimate, but oopsies, this might be like 5 minutes over. Uh-oh, oops. Anyways, sorry. This is a mission that I crashed on in my practice, so I'm gonna hope that I don't crash, the game doesn't crash again.
It's now been
Okay, this is really slow. Thank you.
Series of underground explosions. Rumors suggest that the mafia Forelli family were using the derelict subway running beneath the area to stockpile an arsenal of munitions.
Anyways, we are almost done with the game. Now we gotta break Sal out of prison. and then we just do the final mission, and then we're GG's, we're done. Again, the whole point was to show that it's bros before women, right? Whatever we do at the start of the game, at the end of the game, it was all for the bros, right? The women come and go, but the bros, the homies are forever. So we're gonna help our boy, we're gonna escort him, and then we're gonna bust him out later. But first we gotta like pretend that we're his escort. We can do a little thing here, so we're gonna wait for him to go there, and then we can sprint off and trigger this part a little bit earlier.
Holy shit.
Anyways, there's like a bunch of guys there, so we gotta turn around. And I have to not lose him. But this transport van is really slow. I'm sorry, like this transport van is like so slow. But there's nothing I can do to speed it up. Like I just gotta follow it. So this is just another like one of those missions where you just kind of sit there for a while. You gotta wait for the AI to catch up to you. There are a bunch of blockades, but like these blockades are literally nothing. Like they don't even do anything. What is he doing? He's like crashing all over the place. He's getting completely blocked in by the cars that are chasing him. I could like get rid of them, but like I'm too lazy to do all that. And these guys usually like, yeah, like how this guy just gets stuck somewhere and just stops following. So like, do I really care that much? Thank you for the good luck. We are a little bit overestimate, little bit. We only have this mission and then the next mission, so we're almost done, I promise. But yeah, I threw a lot in this run, so it's understandable why I'm overestimate. Oops. DMCA. I mean, there's no radio in the cop car, so. Don't do that, please. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not a very good idea, Sal. Or the guy driving the police van with Sal in it. That's not a good idea. Don't take me out when I'm your only protection. Okay, come on now. This is not even too far. He's like right there. I'm going to lose a transport van. He's right there. What are you talking about? Bro, can this guy please, for the love of God, don't bust me. And can this guy please speed up before I get busted here? He's actually getting wrecked by the other guys. Now, this is the place where the game can just randomly crash for no reason. Like it did in practice. Like I have been telling you for the past like 10 minutes. Let's see. The game did not crash. We are so back. Alright. Final mission. We're almost done. We're not gonna be that overestimate. Sub 250, I promise. But yeah, that is pretty much it. The van dropped off Sal and we're done. He's out of prison. He's free. His name was not in the Epstein files. My boy is free. Anyways, we're gonna do the last mission, you know. which is the Sicilian Gambit. This mission is again another nothing burger. Like the first half of it is literally a nothing burger, and then the second half of it is, like always, like any good GTA game, it's an auto scroller. I love auto scrollers. I've golded everything in Shoreside, by the way. This is my best Shoreside ever. Anyways. Sicilian wise guys. Yeah, we get the memo.
Step on it, Tony. If I'm right, the Sicilians will be going
Basically, it's another one of those Staunton to Portland driving simulator. I don't get it. This game loves to do it. We did it in the last mission where we went from Shoreside to Staunton to Portland, and now this mission starts in Portland because, you know, Sal's house is there and everything. But it wants us to drive all the way back to Shoreside again. Not Shoreside, Staunton again. Sorry, misspoke. But yeah, it's just nothing. I'm sorry. It's a nothing. It's a nothing mission. It's a good wrap up to the lore of the mission. Sorry, the lore of the game. But otherwise, there's like nothing to this mission. But we do have some banging radio that we can jam to in the meanwhile. So, hey, not all hope is lost.
Damn it, they're here already. Burn them down, Tony. I'm gonna get the mayor.
Okay. Hey guys. Hi guys. Let's be friends. Let's be friends, okay? Don't kill Sal, please. Don't fall over. Okay. We're back. We're back. We can shoot here to activate the next phase of the mission instead of going all the way down. And yeah, everyone's favorite auto scroller. But let's get some jams in. So
Where did those bastards come from? Behind us, Tony. Tony, take out the chopper.
it is so hard to aim with rain weather
Great
and the
shooting, Tony.
waves. Because it just moves my camera up and down automatically. Oh, thank you for the raid, Fledge. You just made it just in time for the end of the run, which is going like severely over estimate. Oh no, I did not make my promise of 250, did I? Oops. Yeah, this run was pretty bad, but it's okay.
They think they can hide at the lighthouse.
Anyways, we're almost at the end of the auto-scroller, and then we just have one final boss fight with a helicopter. Yes, a boss fight with a helicopter. You heard it right. But to trigger that, I gotta like kill these two guys, and with the rain physics, it's kind of hard, but it's okay. We got it, we got it, we got it. All right, let's go. I'm gonna pre-fire, bro. He kind of, damn, he actually took off a little bit of health. All right, get ready for time. After the cutscene starts. And time. GG. You beat 3 hours at least? I guess so. Anyway, GG. I just barely missed sub 250. Oh no. Oh well.
Hey, Uncle. How you doing, huh? You look good.
Ah, Salvatore.
Show emu settings. Okay, I guess since this is I can show settings. There.
He wanted was clarity.
Shoutouts to Toshiko. Yes. Shoutouts to Toshiko. Anyways.
Yes, Uncle.
So
I appreciate that.
I know I took the piss out of this game quite a bit, because you know I made the whole like story of the game like a love story and whatnot.
Of course.
But
Me and all
anyways,
my people.
hope you enjoyed. The reason why I did that, I'm gonna be honest. I said this at the beginning of the run, but I have not played this game casually. I have no idea what's going on in the story. So whatever comes to my head is basically whatever the story was, right? I just improv the entire story of LCS right there. But yeah. The average emu speed 99.8, that's why it's past estimate. Yeah, let's just ignore the 100.5% and let's just focus on the 98.7. Yeah. Yeah. This will be submitted to speedrun.com. Sure, I guess I could submit it to speedrun.com. Why not? Why not?
Ooh, I thought you, said a couple.
I said $1 million. For what? You can put a price on friendship? The kind of friendship you and me have? Shame on you. Come here. You're a good kid. But shame on you.
Yes, that's the end of the game. The love was with the friendships that we made along the way. The women were the friends we made along the way. The the wife that we wanted was just the friends that we made along the way. And that's the end of LCS. Anyways. Ben, are you there?
I am here. I was just letting you ramble about your cute little love story. I was seeing how long you'd keep going for.
Yeah. Oh well.
All right. Yeah, great job, Ethan. Thank you very much for coming on and pulling a double duty as well.
And thank you for having
VCS
me.
and LCS.
Yeah.
No, my pleasure. Tomorrow, we are going to be starting off the weekend well. If you enjoyed GTA 5 today, we've got all races tomorrow with Sovdan. If you're more of a 3D guy, we've got plenty of SA content as well. Joshimus coming, doing unique stunt jumps, 69 out of 70. And Pape at the end of the day, doing no major glitches. And we've also got the first ever Mafia 3 run on GTU. Raptor, bless his soul, was going to do the run at GTA Marathon this year, but sadly didn't end up happening because his internet wasn't working at all. So brought him on for GTU. He can come to the A show, you know, fuck GTA Marathon. Get him on GTU, and we'll have him pretty much all day tomorrow. So yeah, plenty of good stuff. That would be the final day, but because we hit all the goals today, thank you so much to everyone who donated, and again to Humble Bundle for matching those donations. We've got 2 more days left, so don't worry, it's not the finale tomorrow. It is only the penultimate day. So yeah, thank you again, Ethan, for coming on. We will see you all tomorrow, nice and early. Well, nice and early, 12 p.m. UK time. Exclamation mark schedule in the chat. If you're on YouTube, it's on the pinned message for the schedule. Bookmark it. It's in your own time zone. And yeah, GTA 5, all races. tomorrow. I'll see you there, Ethan.
See ya.